What's going on, offers? Episode 16. I'm Marc. That's my cousin Jacob. Hopefully y'all know the deal. This is Flicking Off, baby, where two cousins just go over a movie every episode and we link the movie we previously did to the one that's coming up, however the fuck we want. It could be the director, it could be an actor, it could be the same catering company. It's your job to figure it the fuck out. And this episode's link is the great Steph Curry of cinematography, Roger Deakins. Roger Deakins is the link to this movie, which we are doing is In Time, baby. In Time. The
Andrew Nichol once referred to it as the bastard child of Gattaca. So we'll get into whether that's true or not. I don't know.
I don't know. The director is, just like you said, Andrew Nichol. It stars Justin Timberlake, Olivia Wilde,
Amanda Seyfried. You got Cillian Murphy,
Johnny Galecki.
Yeah,
he really blew up, huh? I mean, he's way bigger than he was during this film. Yeah, I mean, Ray Santiago, that's another crazy nod I got to give. Didn't have one line in the whole movie, but
yeah, he's there in that scene in the bar.
Oh, he's in a couple of scenes.
Ash versus Evil Dead. I loved him in that.
Oh yeah. Alex Pettyfer, I think I'm saying that correctly. Kind of a big British star, I think. I looked at his filmography. It was a lot of indie films starring himself. So
him and I think it's Matt Boomer who's in the cast. Were both like in Magic Mike. And I thought that was funny because I was like, you know, they're looking for hot guys that look like they're 25. It's like, hey, let's get some of those guys from Magic Mike.
Man, when I was trying to find a link, I was looking through his filmography and saw Magic Mike, and I was like, oh my God, can I go there? Should I go there?
Yeah, you never know.
You never know, guys. You never know. It's Flicking Off, baby. If you're not subscribed, hit that fucking subscribe button, baby. Yeah, so we linked Roger Deakins to In Time. I remember when this movie came out, it was between two choices. I wanted to go with this one, but Jacob didn't care either way, obviously. Wanted to go with this one because I don't think a lot of people have seen it. And if they did see it, they were definitely in the movie scene around 2011, which is also the same year that this movie came out. I don't remember the hype while it was in theaters so much as after it was able to stream. That's where I saw the hype at for this film. I mean, everybody was talking about it. I remember going to a party and it being on the TV. I remember going to, barracks rooms of friends and them watching it, or they had it paused at some part. And I remember watching it, and I was 21 or 22 when I saw it. And I remember going, this is pretty good. I like the idea. The concept was different. It looked good, and the cinematography was great. I mean, honestly, when I'm trying to find a problem with it, just because there are some questionable one-liners. The script, I don't know who wrote the script.
I can look it up real quick because I didn't write down the writer either.
Yeah, writer. Oh yeah, it is Andrew Nichol.
Yeah,
that's the only name listed. So okay, fine. Andrew Nichol wrote this. Andrew, I hate to do this to you, man, but didn't like the script as much as I thought I would this next rewatch. There's just like some really unenergetic acting, I want to say. Not like there's just not a ton of them. Like there's emotion put into the wrong stuff in some scenes. And they're trying to mask the shitty line
to it, and it doesn't. You have to either go with that tone, or this film doesn't work at all, really, for you as an audience member. Like I saw this. We have our age difference, 10 years. I was older. I don't know how I heard about it. I didn't hear any hype. None of my friends were like, "Hey, you got to go see In Time." I liked sci-fi. I watched it. I enjoyed it, right? And I ended up buying a copy, and I've seen it 5 or 6 times. It was probably my 5th or 6th time watching it for this podcast. I don't mind it, but I don't pretend that it's like a great film either. You know what I mean? But I do sort of dig some aspects of it. You know, I'm a big concept guy, and I like the concept of this.
The
The
concept was really
concept of
cool.
time as currency is
You
is
know,
huge,
time zones
and
instead of tax brackets. It is cool.
yeah,
It's
you
what does
know,
this movie justice,
yeah,
for
and
sure.
it's got some slick action in it too. There's a couple times where Justin Timberlake, pulls some little John Wick action and, does some slick moves and kills a couple bad guys. But,
He was not a
that's
convincing.
never been why I watch a movie. I'm not like I like some action movie, but I like the old school action movies. Like I don't know.
He did
Anyway,
not make a convincing gunman. Um,
you didn't think so?
no, I didn't at
Yeah.
all. And
That's cool. That's cool.
there's this one scene where they hold up one of the drivers that drive through the time zones, and then they hold up that model in the back seat, and
Yes.
the girl that she's with, and the actress's name is, let me scroll up here. Wow, she's all the way at the bottom. That's crazy. Wow, she's
Yeah.
not even up here. Who
Dude,
was
it's
the
crazy how they did the are you talking about Amanda Seyfried or you're talking
Yeah,
about
Amanda,
yes.
what's her, yeah, she's huge
Dude, the
now.
way they did the IMDb cast list was crazy, dude. She's
Dude, it
way
is
down at the
crazy because
bottom.
she
Yeah,
doesn't speak. I think they probably went by when she spoke in the script as opposed to when she was seen on camera,
yeah.
because she was seen pretty early on.
Well,
Amanda Seyfried.
there's an interesting little factoid about that. Olivia Wilde, who plays Timberlake, Will Salas's mother in this film, is only in the first 20 minutes of the film. And they said, you know, I think minute 26 is when we start seeing Amanda Seyfried. So it's pretty crazy the way they did that. Cause
Well, that scene where her gun misfires or she pulls the trigger by accident, and just Justin Timberlake's response and him like, "You think?" Like, it
it's
was
meant to
more or
be
less
like
like
a
she didn't just
gag.
accidentally shoot a gun, she accidentally said the wrong thing the way he was acting. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, dude, like, how? Like, some of those one-liners and some of the stuff in the movie, I was just like, how? How did this get past the checks and balances? Like, for some of these scenes, it's like, dude, come on, bro. Like, we gotta do better, man. I mean, and that wig, oh my God, that wig, I don't
The
know, the
red
bob,
hair.
is that what it's called? A
Yeah.
bob? Like,
Did you not like it?
no, I did
I
not.
like it. I
I
like it,
didn't,
but
there's a couple of costume, like, questions I have, I really like the costumes for those thugs. I forget what they were called in the movie.
the Minutemen or
The
'cause there were
Minutemen.
timekeepers and there were Minutemen.
Minutemen, that's right, that's what I'm
Okay.
talking about.
Yeah.
I love their wardrobe. They had some really cool suits, like futuristic looking suits. I love the elites, like Time Zone 5, I think it's called, or whatever, like where all
Yeah.
the rich people are staying. But like when you got to the ghetto, like, just, we got to do better, okay? We got like, you got people walking around in polos, my guy. Like, I was just like,
It was
okay.
I mean, it's crazy how let's just go ahead and go there because it's pretty early in the film. Justin Timberlake's mother dies, right? And it's tragic.
Oh my God.
She's running out of time,
Let's
and they're
talk about how
running
tragic
towards
though.
each other.
Yeah. They're running towards each other
They're
in the
running towards
most,
each other, and she, like, dives in the air to reach her arm out because that's how they transfer time is their arms
right.
and their forearms, and she dies in midair, like, right as she's about to get to him.
Now
Like,
let's talk about how
I
she
think
got in
it
this
plays
predicament.
real and it plays
It
tragic,
does.
like,
It does, and it is tragic, but here's the thing. First of all, very questionable relationship in the beginning. Justin Timberlake, you're acting like a son that loves his mom a little too much. Just saying. Just saying. That kitchen scene, it was a little too much. I didn't get a whole lot of son vibes coming off of Justin. Got some more like MILF vibes coming off of Justin, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. Same thing with Olivia. Olivia Wilde, the way that she looked into the camera, or I don't know if like she was looking in the camera or she was looking at Justin. I'd bet a lot of money that she was looking at Justin because I mean, there was even one point I thought she licked her lips, dog. Like it was like no mother would look at their son this way. But let's talk about how they get into that predicament.
I
We got
didn't see
some
all that,
mean,
but
we got some mean ass bus drivers in the future, dog. Like these bus drivers are out here fucking clicking everybody's talk. I mean, dude, that she so the reason that she even gets to this point, like for those that are watching, this movie is based on a world without money. Instead of money, we keep track of time on this part of your arm. I'm not making this up. There's
yeah,
green numbers, and some people got trillions of years, and other people got, they're living on an hour daily. And a bus ride is like what? I think in the movie they said it was 10 minutes and they upped it to 15. Well,
yeah.
so,
And all
you know,
this depends on which time zone you're in, because these people with
exactly.
all this time live in rich time zones, and just to transfer in was costing like years.
Right.
And most people are living literally day to day
Day to
in the
day.
ghetto, where they're going to work, they're struggling to try to find time and get more time. And while you're explaining the concept, we might as well say, like, this clock doesn't start until they turn 25. Once they hit 25, they stop aging. They remain physically that age for the rest of their lives as long as they have time
And they
on their
start out
clock.
with a year.
They start
And
out
they
with a year.
and they start
And
out with 1 year.
they spent Justin Timberlake's, he said, in a week, just because
Yeah.
they had back due debts and stuff. So his first year they spent in a week, and then he was living day to day from that point on.
And the director makes it obvious that Justin and his mother are poor. Okay, they're
Yeah.
living day to day. He's got some shitty job. She's got a shitty job. She's got debt. She tries to get on the bus, but they raise the prices up a little bit to where she couldn't take the bus. Now, she was only short by 5 minutes. She looks at the bus driver. She's like, "Please, I'm gonna run out of time. I'm gonna die." And he's like,
Yeah.
"Get the fuck off my bus, lady." Okay.
Yeah, it's
I don't
crazy.
nobody gives a fuck about your little sad story, okay? You die, okay?
Yeah.
I was just like, "Holy fuck." Like, what a terrible bus driver. So, yeah, then it gets to the point where, like, the bus shows up, Justin's waiting, she doesn't get off, and just this worried panic look Justin gave is just sometimes look, I know I said Justin Timberlake was a good actor last episode, and I'm right. I'm right. He's been in a lot of movies where he's got some solid acting, and I thought this was one of them. And I'm not gonna say he wasn't a bad actor in this movie, but it's hard for an actor to deliver emotion on emotionless lines. And I think too often writers will get like tied up into what they see in their head and not so much of what most people would see in theirs. And you saw that in this script a lot. And certainly you saw it when the bus driver was like, "Get the fuck off the bus, lady." Like, geez, like, whoa, we can't give this lady a ride 2 blocks. We're just gonna let her die, dude. Like, that's not how that shit works here, man. I mean, dude, come on. I mean, there's no
But
way.
in
If it
this
was
futuristic world, who knows, man? It
true,
might
true.
get there.
Now
But
I'm not gonna. I don't want to shit
I
on it too much, but it's gonna be hard not to. I mean, I even had to text Jacob like this rewatch. I mean, I saw it 15 years ago, and it's kind of making me like understand just like how much context I've gained in the last 15 years, and what I would have said was great in my 20s. I'm not saying that now, so that's what this movie really opened my eyes to that because I don't remember it being as bad as I'm portraying it right now. As much as I'm ragging on it, like I don't remember ragging on this movie when I saw it. Because like we said, the concept really pushes this story well. Like the concept is really cool. So I think that's like the big key of this movie for sure.
yeah.
Um,
For our audience, basically, after Justin Timberlake's mother dies, just to give some more context here, he gets into a situation where he meets a rich man who has 116 years, and
No,
he gets
116.
more, like,
Right,
pretty
right, right, right,
quickly,
right, right.
but, like, I think that was what the guy had on him, uh,
He's a rich guy. He's
don't
got a
quote me,
lot of
but
time. He
basically,
can
he's a rich guy, and for whatever reason, this guy's hanging out in a bar in the ghetto, and Will is like, "Dude, you're gonna get yourself killed," and the guy's sorta like, "Yeah, that's kind of the point."
that's the point, yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, they end up in a situation where they're holed up somewhere, and when Justin falls asleep that night, the guy gives him his time and basically kills himself because this guy had had enough of life, right? He had been living for I can't even remember how long, but like 300 years or something ridiculous. It was a long maybe it was
Well, he
only
said
100, but it was
he's
it was a
the
long
reason
time.
he gave him all that time, like you said, he was fed up with it, but he also the seed that was planted in the character's
Yes.
head was there is enough time for us. Y'all just don't know. Like
Yeah,
they
you
say they
don't
don't have enough time, but there
yeah,
is enough time for everyone. Like it's
exactly.
and it's almost that was the really cool part of the script for me. That was the coolest part was because it's kind of explaining money to you. Like people will grow up their whole lives and think it's impossible to achieve a certain amount. But there's more than enough money to go around. You just got to figure out a way to get it in your pocket, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
that's the whole
There
fucking
so basically, he asked Justin, he says, "What would you do if you had this much time?" And he goes, "I don't know, but I know I wouldn't waste it." And so when he wakes up and he has this time, on the window in the dirt is written, "Don't waste my time." Like the guy wrote that. I thought that was really cool. So now Justin has a way to cross these time zones, which is something that a normal person in the ghetto would never have enough time to do because you pay a time
he
toll
basically has
when
a
you go
access
through.
he gets access to the whole entire world. Like
Exactly. So he goes right to the upper echelon. We find out he's really good at gambling and poker and, all kinds of there's sort of like a time arm wrestling thing that comes up
yeah,
later in the movie. Like there's some interesting things that happen. Like and some of these rich people are really interesting, especially Sylvia, Amanda Seyfried's father played by
he was cool.
Philippe, played by Vincent Kartheiser, and I think I'm saying that right.
He did a really good job too. I thought like that was some of the strongest acting in the entire script. I think he had the easiest character to portray in that story, obviously. But dude, I don't even know why we haven't even mentioned his name yet, bro. Young Oppenheimer. That totally
Cillian Murphy, yeah.
I
He plays
totally
a timekeeper he's on the case now. After this rich guy died, he wants to know where this time went. Timekeepers are like time cops,
right.
not the
They're like the
Jean-Claude Van
FBI.
Damme kinda
Yeah.
time cop, different kind of time cop.
Yeah. They're basically portraying the FBI. I mean,
Yeah.
but yeah, he starts passing out money at first, and then he gets into that upper echelon of time, and then he kidnaps. Or they don't actually he doesn't kidnap, or does he? Yeah,
He
no,
does. He does
he
kidnap
gets into it
Amanda
with the
Seyfried.
timekeepers, and to
Yeah.
like save his own skin, they take all his time back to save his own skin. He holds that woman, Amanda Seyfried, as a hostage,
Yeah.
and then they fall in love, and then they start playing Robin Hood. They're stealing time out of banks,
You
giving
get
it to
lots of, like, tropes here. Like you said, you've got the Robin Hood thing, but you've also got this thing of, like, the rich girl suddenly being poor.
right.
Because the rich girl, they run out of time, and then they have to hawk her earrings, and they have to
Yeah.
do other stuff. So, there's all these, like, cinematic tropes that are packed into this story. I think they're done pretty well. I don't fault you for not liking this. I could see why a lot of people don't like this.
It's
But
not that I
at the
don't
same
like it.
time, it's got a 6.7 on IMDb. We haven't mentioned that. And a lot of people do like it. I just happen to be one of those.
I liked
If I
it.
had to rate it though, if I had to rate it, I
Mm.
would rate it around a 6.7. I wouldn't give it like an 8. I know there are people out there giving it an 8 and a not. No, I
No,
don't.
dude. There's no way.
I'm not. You know,
On flicking
I'm not
off,
up there,
if we were
but
rating movie, you know what? We should start doing that. That's a good idea. Every episode, we should give it a 1 out
sometime
of
though,
10.
it's tough for me to pick a rating. You know, I
On movies you love or hate, it's always gonna be tough, Jacob. That's why ratings exist.
well,
It's tough
also
for a
it's
lot of
hard to
folks.
give an unbiased rating when you're doing like a podcast on it and you've done all this research on it. It's
Come on,
sort of
Jacob, be
harder.
for real. Is that some of the best acting you've seen in your life or some of the worst acting you've seen in your life? Or
It's not
somewhere in
some of the.
between? Or somewhere in between. That's why I had to throw that in
I
there.
would
Of course,
say
it's not the
somewhere
worst. I
in
mean,
between. If that was a scale 0 to 10, it would definitely be on the other side of 5, going
right.
toward. You know what I mean?
I would give this, like, honestly, and this is why ratings exist. It's everyone else's singular opinion. And for me, it wasn't the greatest acting I've seen. I'll say this. It wasn't the greatest movie I ever saw. It wasn't the worst movie I ever saw. It's somewhere in between. So I would have to give it I'd have to give it a 6 straight for me. Like, I mean, I'd give it a solid 6. I don't want to give it any numbers
I
afterward
think when
or
you have a cast of this caliber, the script, whether you have
well,
issues
you
with
say
it or not,
caliber, but these guys were up and
listen, the
coming.
cinematography, you have to at least give it a 6. I think that's fair. I think it's a baseline of 6, and like I said,
You could go from there.
I
Yeah.
would push it to 6.7. So, but I like
I mean, dude, come on, man. I mean, you say the cast, but the cast, I mean, Amanda Seyfried, she's huge now. She's in a lot of these. She's got that new series that's popping on Peacock. She's doing that new movie where she plays this like
yeah.
psychopathic like nanny or hirer of a nanny. I forget, but I mean, even the dude we just mentioned, Johnny Galecki. Johnny Galecki was a nobody when he got casted for this. He played a nobody's role, sort of, but now. Dude,
He
he's
had been
huge. I mean, he's
around
making
for a
like
long
40
time.
million an episode, I think, at one point, dude.
He had been around for a long time though.
He had, but Jacob, it wasn't successful. That's all I'm saying. Like the cast with the cast now, you
He
look at
wasn't
it,
getting casted a lot, but dude, like
he's been in a lot. I give him his I'm not shitting on him, I'm just saying the cast when this movie came out, when you look at the names other than Justin Timberlake, like what's that guy's name that we just mentioned, the
Cillian
timekeeper?
Murphy, he was
Cillian Murphy.
already sort of big.
He wasn't as big as he is now, though. Come on. Come on.
I mean,
Come
he did
on.
28 Days Later. No, of course, he just did Oppenheimer. So, of
Well, not
course,
even
I
Oppenheimer, but
can't
what's that
say
movie?
he's
What's that
not. I
show?
can't say he's not as big. Yes,
But what's that
he's
show
not as
that made him
big as he.
huge? What's Peaky Blinders? Like this was before Peaky Blinders even. So that's all I'm saying. Like
Yeah, but
I think
people knew who Cillian Murphy was.
they
But
did, but
Johnny Galecki was on Roseanne, dude, in the 80s. I mean,
he played a kid.
dude, you know he didn't. He played like the boyfriend of one of the
Oh
sisters.
yeah, you're
Johnny
right. That's right.
Galecki has been around for a long time. He
But
did a
that's a
lot of
kid.
stuff.
That's what I'm saying. Like he was a teenager in
Yeah, I
there
mean
or
he
something.
yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean technically, yes, he was probably under 18. But
No, I
that
know, but
dude,
dude,
I'm just saying, like, he wasn't even a name that was up there that people were going to see this movie for, right?
but he
So,
is now. That's what I'm
but
saying.
he
Like
is now. But
Leonard
it would have.
from what's that show? Fuck, I've been trying to remember it.
I mean, I know it
The Big
wasn't
Bang Theory.
like I know this movie doesn't have like let's say a 2011 A-list cast,
Right.
but these were still known actors. I mean,
Yeah,
they,
no, for sure. Yeah.
you know. But
But
you're
they're not
right.
as
All of
known as
them,
they
a lot of them have blown up since then.
blown up,
Yeah.
dude. Blown. I mean, dude, Leonard from Big Bang Theory is probably going to go down as one of the most memorable characters. Not, you know what? Not Leonard. I got to give it to the other guy. Fuck. But we're getting off topic. Look,
Yeah.
the cast is the cast in 2011, okay? Olivia Wilde wasn't like, Olivia Wilde was big, but not crazy big. And I think
No, yeah.
I think it's even safe to say Olivia Wilde's career, that was like I think a little after this, she did a lot of comedies in the 2010, 2016 era, but, you know, she was just I'm not gonna say the only A-list name I saw in this cast when I'm thinking about 2011 is Justin Timberlake, and I don't
Yeah.
even think it was for acting at that point. I mean, did he do Alpha Dog yet, or was
I
Alpha
think
Dog
that
after this?
I think that was before this. I think Alpha Dog, I think, is like '09 or something, but,
Right.
um
But yeah, let's talk a little bit about how was
what
a
did you
huge.
think about, like, while we're on Johnny Galecki, what did you think about that whole friend thing where this concept of,
I thought it was interesting. I thought like
like, he's got all this time, now this is his best friend, he's gonna give him some time, and then when he goes back to see him,
he's
the
dead.
guy has drunk himself to death.
I thought that was a little crazy, and this is why I point back to the script. And I'm sorry, Andrew Niccol, like it, but you did not hint towards this character being that crazy of a drunk until that one bar scene where the Minutemen come in for the rich guy. Like he's at a bar, but everyone's at the bar. Like I didn't get any small like he literally like goes to gives his friend the time and then he immediately goes to the bar and you as the audience member are like, oh, okay, I guess the guy's gonna go celebrate. But then he comes back to his girlfriend's house and he's dead. Little dramatic. I don't know. That's for me. I wouldn't have made it. Like I get the idea of it's cool idea. Like, is it always the best thing to unload something that's so valuable on somebody not knowing if they can handle it or not? Like, I get that. Like, I think that's something, as a human being, you got to take into consideration. Like, if I made $1 million today, would I give you half of it and like think you'd be mature with it? I probably would you, but would you do it for me? Probably not. You know what I mean? Like, if would somebody give me like 300,000, just they'd be like, nah, I'd probably give them like 5,000 a month and just, until we surpass 300K. But yeah, I mean, I get the whole where Andrew Nichols was going. It's just too sped up. Like the timing of it is off for me as a
I could see that, I really could, because it does seem like this movie has a pace, and with the drama, it feels rushed a
it's
little.
kind of all over the place too. Yeah. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
but look, this movie was heavily received overseas. It did not do that great in the US when it opened up. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me. I think the budget was about 40 million and it opened at number 3 in the US and only made around like 37.5 million. So they didn't even get all their money back. They almost did, but
but
international
worldwide,
numbers,
yeah,
yeah, international numbers pushed it $94 million. I mean, now that's a fucking success. And when I read
yeah,
that, I thought that was crazy, but it does make sense. I mean, the CGI at the time was top tier. It still looks really good when you watch it to me. Like the whole numbers on the arm thing was done really well.
yeah.
The
I
cars
think
were done really well, the cities were done really well, the interior of the places that they would go. I have a My only issue was there was so much empty space. Even when they go into like the abandoned house, there's like furniture, just chairs in the middle. I'm like, what place are they in? Are they in like a giant lounge? Like just subtle little questions because it felt rushed at times like those. Like what
yeah,
we just mentioned with Galecki, and then when they're sitting in all this open space, even on the highways, man, you know, like I remember they pulled over that car when it was like a interstate coming out of like a underpass, like where
mm,
there's walls. So everything just felt really like you felt like in a box
box,
sometimes. Yeah. Like even when they were in the bank, it felt
yeah,
really boxy. Like, but I mean, dude, look, movies are hard. I mean, like, I'm not gonna
yeah.
sit here and be like, like fuck this film. I'm giving it a 3. Like, I mean, no. Like, this was really hard to pull off, and you got to give roses where roses are due. I mean, and they did have some big names. I mean, like you said, these weren't nobodies at the time. These guys were. I mean, and Justin Timberlake, I don't even think he was acting. I think this was like, was this his debut
No,
or?
nah, he had done some stuff because he had done Southland Tales with Richard
That's right.
Kelly. Yeah,
That's right. That's right.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of Nichols does call it. I've never seen the movie Gattaca, but they call it Gattaca's bastard child. Tell the folks a little bit about like that whole thing with Gattaca in this. Like, what was
I
the
mean, I
transition?
I
Like,
don't know. I really wonder what he means there. Like, I just don't understand what he means. To me, it comes off as like more like joking because these movies don't exist in the same universe. Like, it's not the same concept, and he's done other like sci-fi movies, and he's never related them to Gattaca. So I don't know why he chose
when you
to
when you
do
t-
that, but
when you told me bastard child, like literally 15 minutes ago,
yeah.
or not, or 30 minutes ago, before we even
Yeah,
did this, when you said it to me, I instantly thought bastard child. So someone he doesn't want. It sounded like the studio begged him to do a movie like Gattaca. They were like, make
yeah.
another one. That's what studios do.
Well,
Studios are like, hey, look, we'll give you this much money. Do whatever the fuck you want. Like, and he's like, well, I don't want to do this anymore. Well, this is what you're good at. This is what's proven. This is what we're going to give you the big bucks for. So
I
he
could
probably
see
just
that.
threw this script together, threw that cast together, and did now. And guys that are listening, I don't know that, but when I heard that, that's what I thought of. I was like, maybe the studio just forced him to do this, and you can't really say no to money. So what does he do? Write a script about money in the concept of time. And, he's probably pissed that he has to do this. He's probably like, I'm a creator. I don't want to do this anymore, but they're forcing me to, because how can you turn down a
I love
trillion
this
years?
theory. I
Yeah.
love this theory.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that's cool. Yeah, I mean, like, I I the other thing I like about this movie too is, right, it's high concept, but the movie still feels small to me. Like, I don't know how to explain that. It doesn't feel, like, massively big. You don't like you said, you see what he wants
yeah,
to show you in this movie, but you don't see a lot else. You don't know how we got to this point.
it's messy too.
They never really explain how we got here, and I think that bothers a lot of people, but
It's a little messy at times too, like the bank scene where they first of all, I don't know what vault you could just drive through. Okay. I mean, I don't know what bank you could just like drive through. All right. Uh that plan would not work in any realm of reality. But even then, when they let the audience see that
yeah.
craziness, they just put money all over the floor,
They're like
like
these units of time
yeah, they're
that
like
people
units
can
of time, and it
yeah.
just looked messy, man. It looked really rushed, and that's why when I heard bastard child, it kind of makes sense when I put it in my head like that. Now, I'm not saying
Yeah.
it's true, it just makes sense. That's why it's a theory, people. Don't blow me up in the comments. Well, you know what? I would say that if people would subscribe, but they're not. They're not fucking subscribing, so I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say don't blow me up in the comments cuz nobody's blowing me up about shit.
I will say you mentioned, the link Roger Deakins, the cinematographer, and I don't think I said this in the podcast yet. I know I mentioned it off, but, this was his first movie shot digitally, and I think it looks beautiful. Uh, I mean, I
At times it looks flat and just like even like
well, he's not shooting much, right? Like you said, he's boxed in sometimes, but look at when they go to, like, the rich place where he's gambling and stuff, like,
oh
that
yeah,
stuff
that was
looks
now that was
amazing,
cool. Yeah, the
like,
party.
I mean, when he gives him something to shoot, he does some really cool stuff with it, but
I read that the cast was complaining a lot about how much running was in this movie. Fucking they didn't
yeah,
know how
like,
much running was gonna be in this
Amanda
movie.
Seyfried was in high heels, she said it was the hardest thing to do, and, like, Justin Timberlake tore a calf muscle, and they had to shut down production for a week while
Oh
he healed.
fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, dude, the
Dude.
running was insane.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see what else. Well, you had mentioned this, like, before we started the pod, so Harlan Ellison, the famous sci-fi writer, filed a lawsuit
That's right.
because he had a short story called Repent Harlequin, said the TikTok man, that he thought this was ripped off from. And so he wanted the court to do an injunction against the film's release, which he then changed to a request for an on screen credit.
Wah,
So the
wah.
case was dropped with no money exchanging hands between any parties. So
Nice
I've
try.
never read the story. I can't say how close it is, but hey, it was close enough they gave the guy an on-screen credit, so that's pretty
For
crazy.
sure. But can we even this is the thing that I was saying in the beginning, like, can we even prove that it was ripped? Like, I get like some people might just creatively be in tune or in sync, without having a conversation, reading the other person's work,
Yeah.
you know?
No, that definitely happens, and people, like,
Yeah.
write something similar and it, like, didn't
They're like,
mean to.
someone comes out of the bushes like, "Wait, I wrote something
Yeah.
like that too, motherfucker. You're gonna have to give me a little mention, all right?" Like, damn, it's like the mention troll over here, bro. But
So this
we're calling Harlan Ellison the mention troll for this episode.
this director, Andrew Niccol, go ahead and mention some of his other films. We mentioned Gattaca, he did one called Simone. He did Lord of War with Nicolas Cage. Um, he did another sci-fi that's on Netflix with Amanda Seyfried called Anon. Um, so those are some of the other things he's done. I brought all that up for a reason, and it will come to me in a oh, yeah. So this guy likes in his sci-fi movies to use vintage automobiles, and you see that in this movie too. Now it looks like they modify some of them to look a little more futuristic, like they've taken older vehicles and
They look like Dodge Chargers.
modified them. They might have been, but there were so many different vehicles. They had
Right,
like
right, right.
little roadsters, the one that Justin Timberlake buys, and they had several different old cars. But that's just something that Andrew Niccol likes to do. Um, so the premise: all these people were supposed to be 25. Obviously, all the actors aren't going to be 25. Most of them were in their late 20s, early 30s. But Amanda Seyfried was actually 25 when they filmed this.
She looks
So
it too. She's playing a lot of adult roles right now. She's in her 30s killing these adult roles now.
yeah,
Your boy Deacons, our Link, man, he was doing a lot of things with natural light in this. Like, that's his main thing, I think. And he was experimenting a lot with like looks and how you can like make stuff look a certain way. And I noticed like because I started watching those James Bond movies this week that he did in Skyfall, you can see like just some of the ways he used that technology that's on the forearm, and like even that, like making the mechanisms like he did for the poker game. Like he like the stuff in Skyfall is like that on crack. Like what he was experimenting with in fucking In Time just went like up a mountain over the galaxy with, some of the stuff he did for Skyfall. I thought that was pretty cool. I wanted to I wanted to say that.
that's
Um
interesting.
yeah, he's Super Clean Horizons. I think a part of what I didn't like about it was like even when they were running through the highways or like the areas outside of the cities, it was just desert. And I get what
Yes.
they were trying to do. Like it's 2169 in the movie, so their future is, wasteland than city.
Yeah.
It was a little flat for me, but
Yeah. Usually, you sort of have two different kinds of sci-fi landscapes.
well, this
One
is a
is
low
like
budget sci-fi
one
too.
is
I
where it's
mean,
like packed with stuff, I mean, there's all kinds, but and then there's the like bleak, sort of sleek looking.
yeah,
This is the very sleek but also dreary looking future. The ghetto even is not sleek looking, it's dirty, but there's nothing there. Like there's
right.
literally nothing there. But you know,
I don't think Skyfall or Blade Runner like reach the helms visually that they do if this movie didn't happen. I kind of believe that because I mean, it's for a low budget sci-fi, Jacob. I mean, we gave it a 6. Me and you said you'd go up. I'd probably be a little closer to 6, but I mean, it looked good at times. The arm wrestling scene was cool. Like you said, some of the gunfighting scenes were cool. Not all of them. Some of them were a little corny, but the concepts were there.
Yeah.
The acting, even at times, was there. I mean, I just think, dude, don't ever make Justin Timberlake a gunman ever again. And I don't think he's done. He's played really wholesome, innocent characters from this point up. Like when he played the Johnny Rocket in Trouble with the Curve, he played
I
this
never
like,
saw that. I
what?
never No.
You've never seen Trouble with what? Oh man, I gotta link this somehow, bro. Hint, 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 listeners. You listening? Hint, hint. Yeah, man. Well, you're not a big sports guy, but
Well, and I do have here in my notes, the timekeepers drove identically modified 1970 Challengers. So
you know what
you
was
were
really
correct.
corny about the timekeepers? Their per diem. Can I get my per diem?
Why is that corny?
It's come on, Jacob. Look at
Because it keeps
he,
them on a leash. It
do you know
makes
how many per diem requests he made in this movie, Jacob?
3, maybe?
Little over the top. I mean, I could have seen it twice and been okay. I'd be like, all right.
Well, you know why they've got to show it to you for that one time that, like, they're gonna
The
fake
main
you out
time,
with
you
the
mean? He
yeah,
he fucking
exactly.
croaks. Like, I mean,
Because Cillian Murphy, what happens to, Justin Timberlake's mom happens to Cillian Murphy.
he was the strongest actor in this. Like, for sure. When I'm thinking about it now, I was saying the dude that played Amanda Seyfried's father,
Dad. Yeah,
dad, or
okay, yeah.
he was good. But now that I'm thinking back, like, even his goons, that they were terrible. Like, fucking, I was
Yeah.
like, dude, their one lines were like some of the worst I've ever seen, Jacob. Like, I mean,
Well, you
when they
haven't seen many bad movies then.
no, no, I've seen bad movies. It's just that one guy. I don't want to say his race, but
Yeah.
it's the bald guy, I think. But he had the corniest line when they like found out that he escaped or something. Like, I forget what it was, but dude,
I'm trying to picture who you're talking about. I just can't think.
it's
But
the
anyway.
timekeeper goon.
Okay.
It's his boys that were with him
Yeah.
throughout the whole flick. But
Yeah.
no, look, I had to be serious for this, for the sake of for the genuity of the show. Like, dude, I had to, like, I'm not gonna sit here and be like, this would
Oh,
ever.
yeah, no, dude, you gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Like, trust you me. I mean, we did Barney's version. I mean,
Right.
I held
Right.
back a little, but that was probably at times watching it, I was like, this is a little rough for me. But I
For
know it's
real?
but I know your favorite movies. So it's like,
We
that's
can't
just how it
compare
goes.
In Time to something
I'm not
about
comparing In Time. I'm not comparing them at all.
This
I'm
is
just
two
saying.
completely different movies,
I get
dog.
that.
Like,
I get that. Shit. So
no
is it
shit.
that time?
It's that motherfucking time. People gotta get in that motherfucking hype train. Bam, bam, baby. I fucking love that shit. I just bam, bam. I'm gonna make that shit go off twice, baby. Yeah. You go first. You go first.
Okay. So this movie is called Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die. And it comes out February 13th, 2026, which just happens to be a Friday the 13th. I thought that was pretty cool. The IMDb plot, we have a man from the future arrives at a diner in LA where he must recruit the precise combination of disgruntled patrons to join him on a one-night quest to save the world from the terminal threat of a rogue AI. This plot does not do the tone of this movie justice. You need to go watch the trailer. People, go click on the link in the description. Go watch this trailer, right? It's crazy. The main guy in the cast, who's the man from the future, is played by Sam Rockwell.
Ooh, that sounds crazy good.
Some other notables in the cast are Michael Pena, Juno Temple, Haley Lou Richardson, and Zazie Beetz. But what really sold me on this and got me hyped is it's directed by Gore Verbinski. And this guy has a weird filmography. And I thought I would just read off his filmography, his main films, just so people can see how different and random this filmography is. Mouse Hunt,
I love that movie.
The Mexican with Brad Pitt,
Not my favorite, but good.
The Ring, the horror movie,
Really good. I like that one.
Pirates of the Caribbean, the first three.
No, that's where that's the gems right there.
Okay. Now, in the middle of those Pirates of the Caribbean, he did a little movie called The Weatherman with Nicolas Cage.
That
It's a
was good
strange
too.
little independent movie. It is interesting. He did Rango,
The
the
kids movie
lizard
about the
movie.
chameleon?
Yep.
That's cool.
He did Lone
Damn.
Ranger with Johnny Depp.
Horrible.
And then his last movie
Horrible
in 2016 was a movie called A Cure for Wellness, starring Dane DeHaan. And I love this movie. It's like a
I gotta
freaky
check
little
that one out. I
movie.
haven't seen that one.
It's a little bit like for just to keep it short and sweet, it's a little bit of a Shutter Island kind of thing going on.
I love Shutter Island.
Yeah. So again, that's Good Luck, Have Fun, Don't Die, directed by Gore Verbinski, coming out February 13th, 2026 on a Friday the 13th. Go and check it out and check out the trailer.
I like it. That's a good one. That's a good hype train. I'm a little hyped for that one.
Yeah.
I always think of Sam Rockwell in the first Ninja Turtles movie. He played the thug, Shredder's like main kid thug.
Oh, does he? That's hilarious.
He does, man. Yeah,
that's hilarious.
I think that was like his first ever major motion picture, if I'm not mistaken.
It's been a minute since I watched that. When I do go back, I usually will watch either one or two.
He's a good actor, man. He's a really good actor. I like him in a lot of things.
Amy loves Sam Rockwell. My wife loves Sam Rockwell.
Yeah. I gotta go with, and I've picked both of these movies. Now, the reason I'm hype about this, I don't know if I should speak his name first, but I'm going to. The movie is called Marty Supreme. It's starring Timothy Chalamet. It's coming out this Christmas.
I know what this is. Nice.
And the director is Josh Safdie. Now, I originally picked his brother's hype train, the monster, the killer machine, or
the smashing machine,
the smashing machine with The Rock. I haven't seen it yet. It kind of, like you said, it was only in theaters for like 2 weeks now. I'm waiting for it to hit streaming platforms. This Christmas is going to be bonkers. I mean, for those people that don't go to the movies and wait for everything to come out, that is when all this amazing shit is going to hit streaming services. You know, I try not to go to the movies for everything because of that. But when I saw Marty Supreme, I got to say, I mean, it's about Marty Mouser, a young man with a dream no one respects, goes to hell and back in pursuit of greatness. And that greatness would be playing ping pong. So when I saw it, I was like, I'll go see it because it's Timothy Chalamet. But then I see a scene with him acting alongside Tyler, the Creator, who, dude, when I first saw this guy on YouTube, for one, he's one of my favorite rappers of all time. Period. Tyler, the Creator, to me, is a true artist, man. This man has not stayed in the same lane since he started. But when Goblin came out, I was hooked, super hooked. And I used to always say, watching him on YouTube, and he had this show on MTV, I was like, dude, I know this guy's being ridiculous most of the time, but he would make an incredible actor. Given a script and giving him a serious role. And all my friends watching can fucking attest to this. I've been saying this for years. I've been saying this since I was 21, and he's finally in a fucking film. And dude, it looked really good. As soon as I saw Tyler, the Creator, I was immediately hyped. Sold. I'm going to the film. I don't give a fuck who has that. I'm going. I mean, fucking Teletubbies could be the co-star, and it's Tyler, the Creator, Teletubbies, and they're talking about ping pong. I'd go fucking see this movie. But I mean, dude, the director, come on, Josh Safdie, like, I mean, these guys are awesome. These guys are fucking brilliant. we're huge Uncut Gems fans, me and Jacob. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm
And I
sure
think
Jacob's a
I know I'd mentioned Good Time before, but they
I
also
went
have
and watched it. Awesome. Fucking
yes.
phenomenal movie, dude.
They have another one before that that I've never seen. I think I don't know what it's called, but I was watching something the other day. They do have another movie. They've got a couple other movies, but some of them are like more like documentary style. But
Right.
there's one other like narrative movie that came out before Good Time. I can't
Well,
remember what it's called right
dude, it
now.
wasn't just Tyler the Creator that was hyping me up for this cast list. I mean, there's another Gwyneth Paltrow is back, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I can't remember the last time I seen Gwyneth Paltrow outside of Iron Man. So I think she got all that Iron Man money and was like, I'm just gonna kick it with my, the crow husband. But yeah, not only is Gwyneth Paltrow gonna be in this, Kevin O'Leary is gonna be in this. And for those that don't know who Kevin O'Leary is, he is one of the billionaire, millionaire sharks on Shark Tank. He is the bald
Okay.
guy with the watches, and he's
Yeah.
always giving out shitty deals. He's one of the guys that he is a true shark. If nobody gets a deal, he'll come in and be like, "Look, I'll give you the money, but I want 15% on the vig." Like it's this
Yeah.
guy is like he's pretty cool. He's changed a lot of people's lives, and he's a billionaire. So I don't understand why he's acting, but that's why I love this director, man. That's why I love the Safdie brothers, is because
Yeah.
they're putting fucking scripts in people's hands, and it's cool, man. I really enjoy the cast selection every single time. And then there's a couple more crazy nods. I mean, you got Kevin Eccleston is going to be in this, and that's all I'll leave for now, man. I mean, Odessa Azion is going to be in this. I don't even think I'm saying that right.
When's this coming out again?
December 25th, Christmas Day.
Oh,
It'll be out.
Christmas
So
Day.
that's gonna be one of that. I'm clearly going to the movies, Christmas Day. I got nothing else to do. But yeah, dude, fucking I'm really hype about this just because of Tyler the Creator. I love Timothy Chalamet. The fact that a shark is gonna be acting in this, love to see it. I think he's gonna be playing a similar role. He's like, that's why I like Safdie. Safdie will put the script in like the actual people's hands. Like on Uncut Gems, when he goes to sell the Boston ring, that's a real Diamond District store in New York. Those are real guys that do this shit every single day. So he was
Yeah.
like, just be yourself. Just be your fucking self, and I'm gonna film it. I mean, it's the simplest shit that make the directors so great. It's like, I mean, I don't see how other directors in the past don't just do. How easy is that? We're already filming in New York. This guy's a jeweler. You're a jeweler. Let's fucking film it. Like, I love it. But yeah, Marty
So,
Supreme, December 25th. People get fucking hype, baby. Get fucking hype.
when we're filming this, we're basically in the middle of November. It'll be coming out next week, be basically one more week left in the month. And every July and November, the Criterion Collection does a sale where they sell their movies half price, right? And
Right.
for anybody who doesn't know, Criterion Collection is basically a boutique movie company that selects important films they want to highlight, and they give them really nice transfers, and they pack the Blu-rays and DVDs and 4Ks with tons of extra features and all that stuff, right? And normally their average movie sells for about $40, so then you can get them for $20, which is a reasonable price July and November. So, I got me some of my stuff that I had on my watch list, and I just figured, hey, I'll go through a few things and show you. The first thing actually is a gift that I gave to my wife for her birthday recently, and it's Moonstruck. So,
Shit.
Moonstruck on Criterion with Cher and Nicolas Cage. So
I love
now
me some
I've
Cher.
seen it and it's good. It's not one of my favorite movies, but it is Criterion, and I just wanted to
Is that a
highlight
Blu-ray?
that one. Yeah,
There's
Blu-ray.
no blue.
No, yeah, they do them in a thick case and they do them in a clear case. They have like a custom case that they use for the
Right.
Criterions. Um, some other ones. Now this is really going back here. We're really going back in cinema history here. Citizen Kane, okay? Now,
Oh,
a lot of
good
people
God.
say this is the greatest American movie ever made, right? I had heard that for a long time, and then I watched it in my 20s or early 30s, I can't remember, and I go, "I don't know, why does everybody think this is the greatest movie ever made?"
Isn't it in
So
black
then
and
I did a
white?
little oh, yeah, it's an old movie, so
I
I
don't know
did
about the
some
greatest
research
ever
on it,
made. We got some color now, guys, you know?
and, dude, I've fallen in love with this movie over the
It's a good
years,
movie. It's a great
and
movie, don't get me wrong.
Criterion Collection has 3 Blu-rays filled with stuff in here. So, dude, I don't even know how many hours it is, but I'm gonna guess it's at least probably 30 hours of extra content on here between all the commentaries and other stuff. So that's
Damn.
crazy. Now, this one, I don't think you've heard of. I know you haven't seen it, but some of our fans hopefully have. Grey Gardens. This is a famous documentary from 1976 that the Maysles brothers did, and it
Never
is
heard
a
of it.
yeah, it's about how to explain this? This is an interesting documentary. It's about a mother and daughter that live in a mansion on Long Island, and their family was extremely wealthy, but now they live there alone and the place is falling apart, and they have lots of cats and raccoons live in there, and
Oh, because their money dried up or what? Like their husband died or
yes, the husband died, and they don't go into all of that. It's really just like following these people. It's a very interesting thing that I saw again in my early 20s. It's like a cult classic
I gotta check that
documentary.
out.
So, Grey Gardens. But then, since we were talking about it, last but not least, Badoom. They did
Boom,
Uncut
baby.
Gems on Criterion.
Oh, that's
Okay.
crazy.
Dude, packed with
What
special features. Just, I mean, insane
what an
amounts of stuff.
incredible film.
Dude, look at the case that holds the movie inside. It's the
Oh
googly
shit.
eye from the chain. And then the booklet inside is like a diamond catalog, and it's
Oh,
got chains
wow.
and stuff in it, and in between the chains and stuff are like,
That's
the
cool.
articles and stuff that are in there. So, it's really cool.
It's one of the wildest movies I'd ever seen in my life, for sure. I
Dude,
love that
it's
film.
so good. You can't the energy of this movie is just insane. It's just
It is.
insane.
No, no,
So,
no. Even the
I haven't
score.
rewatched it yet since I bought it. I've watched some special features, but I have so many things piling up that I'm like, dude, I've got days and days worth of like special features and stuff I could be watching.
Man, I
I
mostly
figured I'd highlight the Criterion, make a nice little short or something out of
No,
it.
yeah, that's cool. That's
Our
cool.
fans would enjoy it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, man, I used to I had a huge collection just like Jacob at one point, but right before the army, I sold it all off. I had it all in my trunk and I was selling DVDs at like every gas station I went to before I got in the army. But I'm saving up now to get every movie on Blu-ray that we've done so far. And I'm almost there. I'm gonna get a little bookshelf. I'm gonna put it behind me, and then we'll just fill it up with all the movies that we're about to do. But yeah, man, In Time, Andrew Nichol, episode 16, flicking off, baby. I'm Mark
Flicking
again.
off.
That's my cousin Jacob. We're gonna come back to you next Monday, 12 a.m. with another movie that we're linking In Time to. So it's your job to comment the guests in the comments. I haven't ran this by Jacob, but I don't see why I'd have an issue with it. I also want to throw in this. Not only will we give you $100 however the fuck you want, all you got to do is subscribe to the show and comment the movie you think we're going to do next episode. We'll give you $100 however the fuck you tell us to. Along with the $100, you will also get to choose the movie that me and Jacob will do next. I thought of that. Well, actually, I didn't think of it. My brother Ridge told me about it. I thought it was a hell of an idea. I was like, that is a really cool idea. So yeah, fuck it. Whoever, not only is there $100 on the line, you get to control this show for a fucking episode. You tell us what movie you want us to do, and that's what the
Now,
fuck
do
we're gonna
they
do.
have to link it to our prior movie?
What do you mean?
Are we like if they can just start a new pick
No,
and we just start off fresh? No, link.
they could do whatever the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck.
Okay.
Whatever the
I
fuck they
like it.
want.
I
They don't
like
gotta
it.
link it. You do whatever. Just like, a Lil
But
Golfy.
we'll continue our link off of their pick.
Right. Just like one of our
Yeah, I
listeners,
like
Lil
it.
Golfy, he was like, I really want to hear y'all's guys' take on Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, which we
Yeah.
were like, well, we can't jump to it, but if we get around to the link, we'll get to it. But fuck all that shit.
I
Comment,
love Fear and Loathing.
get it right,
too.
and you will guess the next movie. I gave you a massive hint, so guess it up, people. Guess it up. But that's our episode in time. We love y'all, all the listeners out there. Thank you so much. More shorts coming to you this week. We love you. Peace.
Peace.